Hey everyone, it's Katie with Yay Mamas, and I am sitting here in my garden. It is a beautiful day, and I thought I would take the opportunity. Seriously, be quiet, birds! Don't you understand? YouTube's important. Oh my.
We are two women, Jana
and Katie, empowering women to experience new life as Yay Mamas.
We are friends sharing our own lives and learning through childbirth,
motherhood,
singleness,
and womanhood to empower you to discover joy and spiritual well-being in all of life.
You are a woman created for wholeness.
And I'm sitting here in my garden. It is a gorgeous day, and I thought I'd take this opportunity to share with you a little bit about calendula, how it grows in your garden, how to use it, and its benefits. It's one of my personal favorites, and so I'm really excited to share it with you. Okay, so here is my beloved calendula. I just have it growing in my herb garden next to my rosemary and my comfrey. I had some mint here that I just recently harvested. And yeah, you want to make sure to harvest in late morning, early afternoon, after the morning dew, or after you've watered your garden and it's dry. And what we're going to do is just come up to the flower. I like to just admire my calendula before I harvest it, and super grateful for how it grows. And you're going to harvest the whole flower. See, even the back side, the whole flower, not just the petals. And you just pull it off, so you can already see that I've harvested these. But the more that you harvest, I'm out here once a day at least, and I'm going to harvest all of these flower tops, because the more you harvest, the more your calendula plants will produce. So it's pretty easy. How you can tell it's calendula is the smell on your fingers. It's nice and it's a little bit sticky, and it has a very distinct smell. Okay, so we have our delicious bowl of calendula, and I am going to show you how I dry my calendula, and then after that I will also talk about how to use it fresh, and also its benefits, dry and fresh. But for now, because I have such an abundance of calendula, I like to dry it because I like to save it for that rainy day. So we're going to dry it and store it. And I have this screen. I'm going to show you my drying rack, but basically this is a window screen, and you want to make sure you're drying it in a place that has circulation so that moisture doesn't collect and you don't get mold on your flowers. And so that's why this screen works really well. You can also do it in a paper bag that has lots of room and space, and you just have to shake it. Just make sure it's in a cool, dry place that doesn't gather moisture. But there are lots of different ways to dry. I think the main point is to make sure that there's air circulation and that there's no moisture, and then keeping it in a darker place, that it's not in direct sunlight, so that it doesn't lose some of its color, and the benefits of calendula are lost when it's dried in the sun. So here I'm just going to put it out on this screen. Okay, so here is my drying rack. I'm just going to slide it in here. So you have calendula in all different drying phases in here. And then once it's dry, you can store it in a jar. This is my favorite way to store it. You can also store it in a baggie, but that's all the calendula that I've been harvesting so far. And here is how I cover mine up. So it's covered in my drying rack. Okay, so we've talked about where calendula grows, and I've shown you where it grows in my garden, how to pick the flower and harvest calendula, and a few drying methods on the rack or in a brown paper bag. So now let's talk about a little bit about the benefits of calendula. I'm just going to read you from the Herbal Medicine Maker's Handbook. This is by James Green. It's an awesome another resource for information on different herbs, how to use them, and different indications of each of the herbs. I think I'll read through this, but I think the two main points that calendula is known for and often used for is for healing skin, as well as a lymphatic drainage. So there's ways to both apply it externally and ingest it internally. So he writes, calendula is anti-inflammatory, vulnerary, lymphatic, antimicrobial, and antifungal. It is unsurpassed for treating local skin problems that are due to infection and for treating wounds, burns, bruises, or strains due to physical damage. It is excellent for internal digestive inflammation and ulceration. Calendula is antispasmodic, lymphatic, and emmenagogue, which is just increases the menstruation process and helps increase the menstrual process. And it also is known to aid in the relief of a gallbladder problem, and its accompanying digestive complaints. So a couple ways that you can use calendula, and I will do another video on how to do a calendula infused oil, but it's something that's really easy and natural ingredients that you probably already have around your home, and with that infused oil you can make balms or types of ointments to rub on the skin for those issues that you may have. And then for ingesting it, two very simple ways I like to use it is just taking the fresh petals and garnishing it on a salad or any kind of vegetables. It's beautiful and it really doesn't taste like much. And then another way is to make a calendula tea. And that's a very simple way to ingest calendula. Now, those are very simple ways, and there are so many more, and this is just a little bit of information. Again, I always encourage viewers to do their research and to just follow what feels right for them. But calendula, for the most part, is a very safe plant to be using with children. Pregnancy, and there's not much controversy around calendula. So I hope that you found this very easy and simple on how to use something that's probably already growing in your garden, and how to put it into practice. So thanks for listening, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that, and we'll see you in the next video.